Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the second video in the trading series in which I take a look at my past trades and go into detail about whether they're a loss or a win. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a trade that I completed for interns. And just to remind those of you who forgot or didn't watch the first episode, which I strongly suggest you do, we're going to be using a site known as Rolling to assist us in judging to see if the trade that you see on your screen right now is a win or a loss. One more disclaimer before I start the video, this trade was completed over a month ago, and as such, values have changed for certain items, so we'll be evaluating both the value of said items at the time I traded for them, as well as their current value today. So up first, we have the items that I gave, which include Dark Conjurer, WC Ultimate's Peridot Panic, WC Ultimate Sugilite Satisfaction, and Skull Bandit. The main piece without a doubt in this trade would be the Dark Conj. If we take a look at its value on Rolling we can see it's worth 80k, but that's not all we're here for. By looking at its value chart, we can see that Dark Conj started out the year at 65k and rose to 80k while dropping only once along the way, which although isn't the end all be all, it's still a good sign to see that it's relatively stable and does have a steady increase over time. And as an added benefit, Dark Conj holds an extremely healthy wrap to value ratio, which once again isn't the most important thing, but it does however help the value of an item increase or decrease. Overall, Dark Conj is probably going to raise about 5k value in the near future, which although is going to suck losing out on, it could be worse. Moving on to the second item in the trade, we have Peridot Panic, otherwise known as the worst item in this trade. On paper, Peridot Panic doesn't seem so bad. However, when you look at its wrap to value ratio, you can see that its value clearly wasn't where it needed to be, and on top of that, people were lowballing the hell out of it, which in turn caused it to drop to 35k. In the end, Peridot is most likely going to remain at or around the 35k range until people start to gain a desire to trade for it once again, or if its wrap increases, and as of right now, I don't see either of those happening, so it'd be a safe bet to say that Peridot won't be missed. Moving on to the third item in the trade, we have WC Ultimate Sugilite Satisfaction, which is easily one of the better items that were sent back for interns. Sitting currently at 45k with a high trade demand, this item could possibly reach 50k value in the near future. And of course, since the growth for said item could be somewhat extensive, we did happen to counter its growth with that of Peridot, a WC item that is on the decline. Lastly, the fourth and final item that was included in this trade was Skull Bandit. The item wasn't really important per se in the trade, it was more so just to get the total value of the limiteds I was offering to be high enough to a point where the other person thought it was a fair enough trade to accept. Nonetheless, Skull Bandit carries a 15k value with a normal trade demand. Now to look at the item I was sent back, that of course being Classicx89's Stylin Intern shades, or just interns for short. Interns currently carry 175k value with a dreadful low demand, but just as always, a helpful hand in deciding what to trade for is the value graph in Rollimons. And by looking at its graph, we can see that over the course of a year, interns have risen an impressive 45k. Once again, the graph doesn't mean everything, and I'd strongly advise those of you who trade to look at the Rollimons Discord server to see how much to pay for a certain item, but the graph generally helps you indicate to see if an item will continue to raise, / drop, or stabilize. Now for the fun part of the video, to yet again total up everything I gave, and to see if what I gave was too much, too little, or just right. So with the combined values of DCJ, WC Peridot, WC Sugilite, and SB, I gave a total of 175k value and received back interns, which once again was 175k. Overall, looking at this trade, especially a month down the road, I'd say it was definitely a fair trade for both sides. Yeet got two items with promising growth, one with declining growth, and another item that's stable, versus me who got a somewhat promising item. However, since I did technically equal upgrade for interns, I would give myself the W in this trade. Anyways, that'll be it for today's video. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you guys and girls would prefer a video in which I lost a trade or won a trade to be featured in my next trading episode. And as always, have a good day or night, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even